running something like a Hemi. My wrist on gold just like a Hemi. Live life fast just like a Hemi. In the fat lane just like a Hemi. I'm just running something like a Hemi. My wrist on gold just like a Hemi. Live life fast just like a Hemi. In the fat lane just like a Hemi.
What's up, YouTube? FLA Hemi back at you, man. This is gonna be just a quick little video. Been wanting to do this for a little while now, so I decided to give it a shot. You know, since I got a free day. I'm gonna take the paddle shifters off, and I'm gonna paint them red, octane red, and then the silver trim that be on the steering wheel, I'm gonna either paint it red or black. I ain't decided yet. But that's gonna be my little project for the day. So I'm gonna show you how to take the airbag off. That way you can take the little silver accents off the steering wheel, and how to take the paddle shifters off without taking like everything completely off. So let's get to it. As you see, I already got the steering wheel off, man. That junk is it's a little bit of a struggle. It's gonna take some patience, and you know, you gotta be careful. Obviously, this is the airbag, but it's fairly easy to do. It just takes a little bit of time to get it right. So to get the airbag off, you got these little holes right here on both sides of the steering wheel. I actually made mine a little bigger. That way I can like try to see in there, even though it don't matter. It's all with feeling, man. You got there's like a spring in there. Let me see. Yeah, right here. You see that little spring? That's where you stick an Allen wrench. Not sure exactly what size I use, man. A small one that fits in these holes. You gotta put it in there, play with it, get it inside this little hole right here, and then push that little spring in on both sides, and the airbag pops out. So I ain't gonna lie, this took me about 30-40 minutes. As you see, got a couple little scratches from trying to dig in there and get it out, but it'll be alright. So it definitely takes patience. See the other little hole on this side? Not sure what size this is, but this is like the perfect size. Fits in there and grips the spring pretty good. Let's see if I can get this to focus. See that little spring, that little silver bar next to the black thing right here? Right there, that's a spring. On both sides, you gotta push them in, and the airbag come out. So what I'm gonna do is take these little silver accent parts out and paint them. And that's about it. Now I'm gonna show you how to get the paddle shifters off right now. Alright, to take out the paddle shifters, first you gotta take this little cap off with either like a tiny little flathead or one of the plastic little trim tools. Pretty self-explanatory. This comes off. And then these two little screws right here. I want to say they're like Torx 6 or something, real small. I'll come back to that here in a minute when I go to take it off. But basically take the, you know, this is just to take the little silver part off. You know, you're not going to take this whole housing apart. There's really no need to do that. If you want to paint it or even upgrade to the bigger paddle shifters, you can buy the SRT ones. And really, you're just going to buy them just for the metal part, because this is interchangeable. You just take this out and then put the SRT one in. You don't have to take the whole steering wheel off and all this housing off. So I'll get back to that in a minute, but it's small Torx. Take these two out. This black piece slides out, and then this slides out, and then obviously you either paint it, put it back in, or put the SRT paddles back in. I'll show you how to take it out and put it back in here in a second. Alright, to get the little chrome little bezel thing off the steering wheel, use your little plastic tool. Got 3 little holes, comes out. These are T20 torque bits, T20, and then these should just come out. What's funny is, look, the same, it says 5764 and SRT. So basically it's the same setup for all three models, man. So same setup. That's about it. I'm gonna take paddle shifters off now. Alright, I'm gonna make a correction, man. You're gonna have to take this this thing off right here in order to get these bezels off. Can't take the bezels off without, you know, loosening it up. And to do that, it's the same thing, T20. So basically it's a T20 bit for all of them, for these two, and then these two to hold this in. You gonna have a silver one that goes in the middle. Better view right here. The silver one goes right here, basically in the silver hole, and then you got a black one that's on the inside right here. That's a T20, same thing. And you just take that out, and it pops out. This pops out, and you're good to go. But if you want to switch out the paddles, you're still going to need a small one, probably a T6 or something. I'll check it out here in a minute. And this slides off. So I'm about to do that next. I was hoping them silver bezels would come out without loosening any of this, but obviously it's not possible. So on to the next step. Alright, got this little bezel off. I thought it would just snap off with taking this off. Ran into another little roadblock. This thing's held on with 2 screws in the back. You see the 2 screws right there? Those are T15 torque bits. So you gotta take those 2 screws off. Take the 2 screws off, bezels off. So now I'm gonna take this bezel off and then take the paddle shifters off, and that should be it for disassembly. Alright, now to take out the little paddle shifters, like I said. See them 2 top little screws right there? That's a T6 Torx bit, T6. I just had to go out to AutoZone and get a T6. Smallest one I had on hand was a T8. So I had to go all the way to AutoZone. Bought this little kit. Comes with a whole bunch of little bits, a little screwdriver. It was like $10, all for 1 bit. But go ahead, take the paddle shifters off, and then prep everything up to paint. And I'll be back with the finished product, man. You know, assembly should be just reverse of everything I just covered. You know, keep all your screws separate. These are the back ones for back, and then I got the front ones for the front. That's about it. I'll be back with the finished product, what I decide to do. Stay tuned. Well, there you have it, guys. Painted paddle shifters. Did the little accents. You know, I got a little imperfection right here. One of the kids done touched that shit. Paint wasn't completely dry. But I got like a little wet sand and buff little rag. I'm gonna wait for it completely cure. And then I'll go back over it, smooth it out. So it should be a-okay. But you see, everything's back on, everything working. You know, just a little bullshit project. Probably gonna black this thing out, get rid of the silver, just black this out. That's about it, man. You know, I had some leftover paint from that red paint I used, the Octane. I think it matches pretty good. Think came out alright.
Oh baby,
I'll let your boy, man. First time on the channel, hit that subscribe, like, comment, hit me up, man. You got any questions, holler at me. Hellcat, over and out.